Hello guys, how's it going? My name is Dal. And in this recent build of the Dragonflight beta, we saw a ton of classes get new talent tree updates. And one of the classes that saw the biggest changes this week was the Druid, with Restoration and Feral specs seeing a lot of talent revamps, with most of these changes focusing on promoting more build diversity, while fortifying certain gameplay styles that don't feel nearly as competitive. We also get exciting new updates announced for balanced druids for a future build in the Dragonflight beta. So in today's video, I wanted to go over the most recent changes and future updates planned for the class of Druid. But right before that, most of you guys watch these videos are still not subscribed. However, the more of you are reminded, the more of you do. So let's keep it going. Subscribe to the channel as well as to the bell if you're watching these videos anyway, especially if you want to get regular updates about the next World of Warcraft expansion of Dragonflight. I first want to sink my teeth into the Feral Druid update, which focuses on providing the spec more choices in gameplay with an entirely new talent layout, adjust the complexity of the Feral Druid rotation with more player options, while highlighting its unique identity of bleeds, bites, and swipes. Talents like Primal Wrath are much easier to pick up. Tear Open Wounds gives Primal Wrath new AoE bleed interaction, and Ferocious Frenzy enhances Ferocious Bites to cleave nearby bleeding targets, enhancing Feral overall AoE output. Situational talents like Double Clawed Rake make spurting bleeds a lot more convenient, especially in cleave and large group AoE fights. Sabertooth has been adjusted to enhance the damage of Rift for a short amount of time following a ferocious bite. Wild Slashes greatly buffs the damage of Swipe and Thrash and is an easier alternative to the Brutal Slash playstyle. Raging Fury extends the duration of Tiger's Fury when spending combo points into finishers. And in the right endgame gear set, it may be possible to extend the duration of Tiger's Fury by a considerable amount, benefiting greatly from the damage amplification duration. Bite Force enhances bleeds and bites, and is an easier alternative gameplay option compared to Blood Talon's rotation restriction. Vein Ripper keeps your targets bleeding a little longer, while Rip and Tear applies bonus bleeds on your targets. The talent of Ashermane's Guidance has been adjusted. When using Incarnation, your melee attacks have a chance to proc Incarn for a short moment, which gives you periodic burst output. When using Convoke, the ability's duration is reduced slightly, but you get a higher chance of using some of the more powerful Feral abilities. Then we have the Restoration Druid, where we see new gameplay opportunities as well as new Restoration talent tree revamps. First, we have buffs to the Restoration Druid Burst Healing, where Regrowth Clear casts are buffed with a flash of clarity. Regrowth can also be enhanced with the Nature's Splendor, causing Nature's Swiftness to make Regrowth emergency healing even more beefy. Nurturing Dormancy allows Rejuvenation healing over time to extend its own duration when healing a healthy target, saving its full value until the target truly needs support. Dream State is an interesting new talent that causes you to gain cooldown reduction during Tranquility. Based on early community impressions, currently it's very difficult to tell just how good this effect is going to be when tied to Tranquility, a 3-minute cooldown. But generally, in most cases, cooldown reduction utility is quite powerful for every single class in the game, and we may see future tuning to help support this talent playstyle going forward. Budding Leaves causes Life Bloom healing to grow stronger over time, with the healing effect enhanced by 90% during its apex. Embrace the Dream creates a new interaction between the ability of Wild Growth and allies benefiting from Rejuvenation healing. Iron Bark can collect a portion of healing from all active rejuves, which can be incredibly powerful in large group situations, primarily when you're trying to react to high amounts of raid-wide damage. Using Iron Bark on a target like the tank allows you to continue to support them while still maintaining your focus on the entire raid group. Finally, we have more upcoming changes for balanced druids in a future beta build. In a blue post, they detail that a lot of these upcoming updates are based on the community feedback provided during Dragonflight testing. First of all, balanced druids will be seeing a brand new mastery. The new mastery will cause your target to take more nature damage while affected by sunfire, while moonfire makes your enemies more vulnerable to the arcane. This change will allow druids to maintain some sort of damage output outside of their major cooldowns, instead of heavily incentivizing them to play a celestial alignment focused build, which promotes other forms of gameplay choices that don't focus on big burst damage output, but rather sustain damage through dots and other various talent effects. We also see big adjustments to the main Eclipse mechanic. First of all, eclipses will no longer occur in a rotation, swaying from lunar to solar or vice versa, instead focusing on more player control. This means that a druid may be able to dive from a solar eclipse back into a solar eclipse during single target fights, or proc multiple lunar eclipses multiple times in a row inside of AoE situations. Eclipses will no longer reduce the cast time of certain relevant spells. Lunar and solar eclipses will buff the damage of relevant abilities by 15% instead. Overall, this change will allow much better control of eclipses, letting the druid choose which eclipse benefits them the most for various types of AoE and single target situations, and should have a pretty big impact on the overall control of the balanced druid rotation. The ability of Starfall has also been greatly adjusted. Starfall will go back to an older design, with the ability used to target a specific location instead of constantly traveling with the player. These new Starfall fields can also be overlapped. That means in certain AoE situations, enemies can suffer multiple waves of Starfall at the same time, greatly enhancing the quality of life as well as enhancing Boomkin AoE rotation. Finally, the passive of Shooting Stars is also seeing a tune-up. First of all, the rate of proc will likely be increased in a future update to make this passive a lot more consistent. Secondly, they also may allow abilities like Stellar Flare to also proc Shooting Stars to promote sustained focused and dot focused gameplay. And for now, that's gonna be all of the recent changes and more upcoming updates coming to Druids in the Dragonflight beta. I want to thank you all so much for watching this video and hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think about the recent improvements coming to the Feral Druid, and do you think these updates may be enough to make him more competitive? What are your thoughts on the recent gameplay additions for the Restoration Druid? And what other updates are you hoping balanced druids receive in a future upcoming Dragonflight build? Let me know all your thoughts in the comments below. As per always, if you guys enjoyed this video or found it informative, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. I would very much appreciate it. And as always, in the description of every single video and a live stream, we have a link to our Discord community channel. Probably the best place to reach out to me directly in case you want to let me know what you thought about this video update or discuss these recent class changes with the rest of the channel community. Join our Discord to become part of the community. But otherwise, thank you all so much for watching. I do hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and as always, I'll see all of you guys in another video.